YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back. You know, I'm behind on multiplayer content, so I want to make sure and get caught up. I'm behind on content, period, at the end of this last week. It was quite busy. But I've got a good one here for you. This is a 3v3 where we're going to have the dwarves teaming up with vampires and vampire coasts, so this really is a grudge too far for the dwarves to be teaming up against them. However, when you see their opponents on the other side, you might understand why the dwarves are willing to commit a grudge to settle another, and it's because the great Pointy Ear Grudge is potentially going to be settled here as 3 High Elf players have all teamed up. I'm going to slow this down for just a second so you can catch some of the armies. We do have Emmerich leading, I believe that's his own, well, no, I don't know if that's his own faction. I don't remember which sub-faction it is. We'll see at the end. But we've got Emmerich here, and he's got Dragon Princes, which is a cool deal. Some archers and other units, but then we've also got an Archmage of Life, now without unlimited hit points on their dragon. This one's on an eagle, though, so the Archmage can have regrowth, I believe, and some other nice stuff there. There's a Flamespire Phoenix and a Frostheart Phoenix. Frostheart Phoenix now with the Chilling Aura and Frostbite. Or, sorry, I don't know about the Chilling Aura. Let's double-check that. Blizzard Aura is what it's got around it, but it also comes with Frostbite attack now. So Frostheart Phoenix, definitely a very nice support unit. And if we take a look at the cavalry for the High Elves, they are rocking a lot of Illyrian Reavers. There's 5 units of them, and then the Dragon Princes to back it up. If we take a look over here, Tyrion is leading with the Avalorn banners here, so eat your heart out, Queen Alariel. And so we've got White Lions of Trace up front. They do have some missile resistance, which is probably a nice pick up against the dwarves. You get the AP, a little bit of missile resistance, and it also is going to help against Coast. A couple of Swordmasters, 3 units. So Avalorn has brought the heavy guns in terms of infantry. They've got Tyrion, who is a monster duelist on his horse. He's got Sunfang as well, and then there's a Life Mage here. So a lot of healing for the elves, a lot of AP power that's going to be coming in. For the coast, the Gallows Giant does have some weird stuff going on. It doesn't look right until you get zoomed up in really close. Looks like it's made of like snow or ashes or something. Anyway, kind of a strange thing that CA needs to fix there. They are led by Silostra, so Silostra's also got some Shade Wraith Gunners, some zombie hand cannons, some cool stuff. The Dwarves are led by Thorek Ironbrow. And he's got a Master Engineer and a Runesmith, a bunch of Quarrelers, which is a cool, Rangers, which is a cool unit for him. Some long beards. The Dwarves have a decent bit of infantry around, and they are going to be surrounded by zombies and Sirens, a lot of Sirens coming in for the coast. So remember, they do decent AP damage, and they also have magical attacks, but they are also vulnerable to magical attacks, which I don't know if the elves are rocking too many of them, but there's also a fair number of Shadow Warriors back here for the elves. So pretty potent contingent here. Let's go ahead and hit play and watch how the battle starts to unfold. We're going to see a really excellent outflanking maneuver kind of to begin the battle as the Illyrian Reavers make for the flanks. They are under fire, but Emmerich is going to also come in here and help try and silence those hand cannons. And then the mainline engagement starts proper over here with the Frostheart Phoenix bringing in its magic attacks against the Sirens. A very nice way for it to use that. The dwarves are going to engage. They are going to be heavily outgunned here by the infantry of Avalorn. Look at this, though. The Gallows Giant picks up about 700 gold value by nuking a Swordmaster from the flank. However, now it is coming under some pretty heavy attack. There were some Rangers early on that Kemmler just absolutely crumped and now has started trying to roll into the flank of Avalorn. They're using the Chill Geist combination with the Dire Pact. A really good effect here. We're going to see Sunfang go off there. I don't think it's going to end up hitting much. But yeah, Tyrion is going to be an absolute tank in this matchup. Krell might be able to help deal him some damage. We'll see where Krell gets summoned and when. But yeah, a brutal fight going down. So much so that with all the stuff going on, it is really hurting the frame rate here. I think if I cut the UI, it'll save a little bit of frame rate, but yeah, it's a big, nasty fight going down. Emmerich on his dragon is terrifying. He is a top character. These hand cannons, though, getting some pretty serious damage done. However, the amount of Illyrian Reavers on the field is really high. We're going to see some Sirens coming in to try and silence them, but yeah, the Dwarf Infantry is looking pretty much worse for wear here. It is not going well for them. The Sirens are also getting thrown under. It is a difficult engagement, no matter how hard they are trying to fight their way out of it. The Rangers, I mean, just the amount of units for the High Elves that can disrupt missiles is really quite spectacular. They have picked a bunch. Look at this nice attack there from Silostra into the White Lions. So they're trying hard. The Vargeist should do some nice AP damage, though they are already hurt, so I hope they can finish that fight. That is a good place for them to fight, try and cause that damage. So nice play there. The Gallows Giant is pinned down in combat. It doesn't have a ton of kills and is taking a lot of damage. Looks like the Vargeist are going to swing over and try and save it because it is really getting chewed up. There's Emmerich flying around. Yeah, he is a real tank as well. So Tyrion and Emmerich are two terrifying targets that you've got to take down. I could have sworn we had... Yeah, here's Krell. Krell's down here in this match. He is trying to get into Tyrion, so that is an appropriate place to have him. And he has caused a lot of damage to Tyrion. Tyrion is in some major trouble here. He's going to need to get out of there. There's a lot of healing on the elf side if he can get out, but I mean, he is utterly surrounded at the moment. But that is a Dwellers Below coming in, trying to bail him out of there. The Vargeist diving in. Oh, Tyrion got his heals in. Look at that. He's got a healing ability that when he gets down real low, if it goes off, he just gets a crap load of hit points back, and then he routed. It actually helped him get away. That is really unfortunate for the vampires because they had done such a nice job of trapping him, and now it looks like all that work is going to be for naught because he's going to get away. And there are Reavers here ready to charge block him. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to keep the Vargeist down. Look at that. Tyrion scoots away after nearly being knocked out by Krell. Krell is a very powerful anti-large force. There he is right here. His summon is about to be over. Yeah, he's not permanent in multiplayer. Check out the Gallows Giant here, see if he can find another target. Had a really good shot earlier into those Swordmasters. It's like it was shooting at the Shadow Warriors. It really, well, I mean, Avalorn's infantry is actually pretty well chewed up. It's a pretty close fight right now. It's fairly even, but with Tyrion still on the march and Emmerich still very much alive and a lot of healing left, I don't know. Like, I don't know if the submitting team can pull this one back. I kind of feel like the team Pointy Ears here might be in a good position. Now, I could be wrong. There's a lot of battle left. Power Bar thinks it's pretty much even. Let's take a look at Tyrion. Yeah, he got loose. Now he's over here crumping a corpse cart. That is a unit that he should be able to put down relatively quickly. There's been constant pressure from the High Elves into the gunnery mobs and the Shade Wraith gunners that were there in the beginning. Like, so much pressure. Look at the Chill Guys, though. They are having a game of it. 147 kills. I wonder what value we've got. Pretty good. 1,500 value for the Chill Guys so far. They would do a good job cleaning up pretty much any of the enemy cavalry units here. Thorek is now pin-bound by Tyrion, but there's support coming in. Ooh, a Flamespire and the Archmage. Thorek is in trouble. He is a tough customer, though. Yeah, Kemmler's just running for his life. Like, he doesn't have Krell around anymore, so he's got to really play it careful. Yeah, Thorek just got crapped on by the Star Dragon right there as well. Yeah, he's in trouble. Again, you don't want to underestimate this guy. He is quite powerful, Thorek. Especially when he's up on his anvil. He gets a lot of damage done. He is tanky. Here's Silostra singing back there, but when you're facing a Flamespire Phoenix, Tyrion, and a Star Dragon, and a Frostheart Phoenix, like, it is not good. I don't care who you are. Like, even if you're Scarbrand, that's a dangerous fight right there. And Thorek just can't take it. Power Bar's still showing mostly even here, which, again, I'm kind of surprised about because, again, the question I keep asking is how are they going to kill Tyrion and Emmerich? Both of them are heal capped. Just going to help a lot. Look at Tyrion coming over here. Get the Necrofex, so the Gallows Giant is fleeing away. It is running very low on hit points. Turns into frost every time I zoom out. It's kind of a mess. CA, please fix that. Anyway, yeah, it's looking pretty darn good here for the elves. So, I mean, if the dwarves did indeed side with the undead in order to settle the Great Pointy Ear Grudge, I'm not sure if it's going to be settled, but we'll see. We'll see if they can still pull it off. There's still a Master Engineer, maybe a Runesmith running around that. Yeah, the Runesmith's still here too, so the dwarves still have some leadership to help support, but I mean, Sirens do a little bit of AP. I don't see them standing up well to Tyrion, especially with him having Sunfang. I feel like Sunfang is going to become particularly dangerous late into this game. Look at that, 190. Going to be 200 kills for the Chill Geist, but here comes Emmerich. They can't countercharge him. Emmerich's going to put an end to the Chill Geist, but his speed is going to take a massive hit when he gets stuck in with the Chill Geist. But oh, it's over. Here comes the Phoenix units. They have magic attacks. Yeah, the Sirens over here taking a Flame Spire magic attack. So Chill Geist finally meet their destiny here. They were doing such a spectacular job. They just couldn't hold it together. They picked up almost 1,900 value there, so still nice play by the Chill Geist. That is no longer going to be a tool available to the vampires. Let's take a look over here. The Sirens wrapping up some spearmen. Back here in the back, some long beards and dwarf warriors that have no prayer, catching the shadow warriors. So the shadow warriors just running them around and shooting them. Those units are badly needed over here. But again, even blobbing up on Tyrion, he's going to make you pay for it with Sunfang. Look at that Dwellers below, just chewing through the chaff over here. So a great play either by the Archmage of Life or the Life Mage. I don't know which one. Yeah, the Life Mage probably. She was in the vicinity, but I think the Archmage was too. Life is a very good lore to bring along. Kemmler going to throw some zombies in here and try and buy time. These Shadow Warriors are actually going to be pretty decent in melee late in the game against low armor units. They got hit by Silostra there. Here comes the Sirens. Yeah, these guys look awesome. I'd love to have these type of models, like this look of model for tabletop. That'd be some fun ones, though. High Elves just had such a cool aesthetic. I am not feeling it. Like, I like Age of Sigmar stuff pretty well. Like, there's a lot of cool models in Age of Sigmar. And I have some Stormcast and some Skinks and other stuff. But, man, I'm not digging the, whatever they call the new High Elves. Heck, I'm going to think of it here in a minute. Lumineth Realm Lords, that's what it is. Yeah, I don't really dig most of the units Realm Lords. I wish they'd have more of an original High Elf aesthetic. Because, boy, those guys got some style. High Elves got style, right? You gotta admit it, they look good. They look real good. They look, you know, it's the same kind of style you see whenever you're watching Lord of the Rings and it's showing the battle against Sauron and Mordor and like all the elves are lined up looking really awesome. It's like that kind of aesthetic. Well, yeah, Emmerich he is one tough customer. Yeah, you can see the power bar actually starting to swing against the submitting team here. And I'm not surprised. And as these units blob up and try to finish the fight, try and bring down Tyrion, I mean, you got a corpse cart, you got all these Sirens, they would cause tremendous damage. And remember, you get frostbite on all of these Cairn Wraiths and other units, so that'll really help slow down the enemy and try to prevent them from cycle charging. There's just not a lot of mass left. And like I said, every time Sunfang pops up, or if the Archmage, yeah, look at this. There's a lot of chaff clearing power still here, potentially for the High Elves. So it's a very dangerous situation for what's left of the vampire forces. See Emmerich get back up in the air. Yeah, he's getting attacked by Bargeist, so he put down the Bargeist. Now look at Tyrion just tanking over. He's getting attacked by the Master Engineer. The Master Engineer, a fairly tough character, but no match for Emmerich unless he can shoot. Or sorry, Tyrion unless he was shooting him. Same thing for Emmerich though. Yeah, the Goon Squads have been on point for the High Elves. They have done some serious gooning in this battle. And they've also been really useful at breaking up all the ethereal infantry. The Phoenix units have magic attacks, and then Flamespire Phoenix has dropped bombs multiple times on those units as well. Got maybe a zombie summon coming up there. Yeah, that was Kemmler dropping the zombie summon. Man, he looks awesome in the middle of that fight. Game 3 is looking nice. Like, there's still some issues with some of the visuals. Is this a sun thing? Yeah, it is. Boom. The visuals in this game are beautiful. They still require some work, because like we saw, the Gallows Giant messed up. There's Tyrion right in the middle of his own sun thing. So that's going to have cleared up a significant amount of the remaining vampire chaff, and I imagine, yeah, the power bar is getting more and more tilted in favor of the away team here, is what we'll call them. But pretty stunning, pretty fun 3v3, a lot of good visuals. I like the teaming of the High Elves here against the Undead and the Dolly. Adawi, indeed a grudge too far to team up with the undead. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to try and get revenge on the Pointy Ears. What was it, the War of the Beards? They fought against each other. Yeah, this game's looking good. I love that all the factions are here, and I can't wait for this game to continue to get more patches, continue to improve, have more features added. Obviously, we'll get more DLCs, but man, 86 lords, folks. How are you liking it? Multiplayer is a lot of fun because there's just so many to choose from, and then I understand like domination's not everybody's favorite. It's not my favorite, but it is a fun game mode to have there, and it totally changes the way that you play. And then they just made adjustments to it this last patch too, to kind of further adjust it, and I think balance it out a little bit better for some of the skirmishy armies and stuff. And so it's pretty exciting to have a new game mode, I think. And you know, I hope CA keeps trying new game modes as time goes on, because that's the only way you're going to come across something really awesome. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, Tyrion is down really low. There's certainly nothing left to heal. But the enemy, the home team here, the submitting team, they are struggling. They're almost gone. The Runesmith's one of the only units left, as is the Engineer. Those are tough units. The Vampires really helped to hang in here. They threw a lot of bodies down, trying to help kind of body block, hit point block for their team. They did a great job for a long time. Battle. Did Tyrion go down? If he went down, I didn't catch it. It's kind of a mess up in here. Tyrion may have gone down or just routed off somewhere. Yeah, here he goes. Tyrion is routing. He's down to 543. He came back right there. Silostra now the focus of the attention. He's not going to be able to sing her way out of this one. Anyway, that is going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the Elves. It was a pretty awesome battle there. I really enjoyed that one. Let's take a look at some of the stats as we go through it. Let's start with Silostra. Oh my. We must not have caught much of her magic, but she must have thrown down with the magic. Holy cow. Did she have a Van Geist Revenge? It almost makes me want to go back and rewatch that now. Holy mackerel, she had some value there. That is impressive. That is very impressive. The Gallows Giant actually got some really good value in the end as well. So 1176 on that Cyrene. I'm assuming these Cyrenes were gold chevroned before the battle to help hold their leadership together. Some of those did pretty well. Well, indeed. The Shade Wraith Gunners, not so much. This hand cannon right here must have hit Emmerich quite a few times, because it has a decent value on it as well. Let's take a look at Tyrion. This guy also threw down pretty hard. Oh, that Life Mage, though. Those Dwellers Below is a great spell for cleaning up blobs, and that was very well played there. Look at the value on a Life Mage. That is a great deal there. The Swordmaster's not getting much. The Pure Main Company, neither. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, decent number of kills, but not good value on most of these infantry. So, interesting play. Let's go ahead and switch down to the next players, Kimmler and Emmerich. Kimmler getting 848. It doesn't show Krell here, which is frustrating. I wish it would go ahead and just put Krell's value into Kimmler so that you can see that. So that's something that CA needs to improve going forward. Decent value on the Wraiths. Chillgeist did pretty well. See how the Dire Pack did. Not bad, not amazing. Let's take a look over here at Emmerich. Yeah, 4710. That is huge value. The Dragon Princes, a lot of kills. Not a ton of value on those two units, though. So it must have been a lot of the zombies and other cheap units that they were helping to clean up. This Spearman, actually, we had 139 kills, but it was only 357 value, so they were clearly fighting some low-value units. Let's go to Thorek and the Archmage. Thorek at 916, 719 for his Engineer, 753 for the Runesmith. So nothing for the Dwarves popping a ton of value. Not surprising. I mean, the Dwarves really would have to do most of that with their artillery. They were going to pick up much. The Mage did quite well. Her Fireborn Dragon Princes did very well. The Phoenix units both did very well. The Shadow Walker picked up 1568, so that's an impressive performance. Shadow Warriors did okay. I mean, they punched pretty close to their value, so nice work there. by the Archmage. What a fight. This one was also submitted by Wicked, so appreciate him sending this one in. This was a really fun fight. Very nice one there, and it was kind of hard to tell for a while who was going to win, but like I said, I was kind of worried because I could see that the submitting team was going to have a difficult time taking down such tanky targets as Emmerich and Tyrion. They are not easy to deal with. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. Heir of Carthage signing out for now. I'll see you soon with some more action in Total War Warhammer 3.